Tua Tagovailoa. Let's get to the elephant in the room. And we are talking about a Bama player, right? So literally, it's the elephant in the room. I wish he was built like an elephant because then he'd be delivering the concussions. You know what I'm saying? He'd be more of the bull. Anyway, Tua Tagovailoa was asked about his tackle the other day, and obviously it didn't go well. He got kneed in the neck-like area, and it was terrible technique. It was a stupid decision on his part. But what's even dumber is the explanation he gave the media yesterday in his press conference. But it's not only dumb, it was a sign. Let's hear from Tua Tagovailoa.
The tackle attempt has made a lot of discourse this week. What did you see when you watched it on tape?
Well, I would say it didn't feel as bad as what it probably may have looked like. When we watched it, our coach had said, that he sort of kneed you in the head. Essentially you're out there playing football. I didn't necessarily feel that, and I wasn't just going to jump out of the way for him to just run down the sideline and potentially score. So you got to make decisions, and I should never threw the pick in the first place. That's it. So.
But if you're in that position again, what would you do differently?
I wouldn't do anything differently. I'll make the tackle. That's what I got to do. It is what it is. It's hard to score in this league. So.
Do you think maybe different form? You have to keep your head up and out of the picture?
You want me to shoulder punch next time? I mean, I don't know. Maybe could do some things differently with tackling, but I'm not looking to be making tackles like that a lot of times within games. So
Beasley, Hal, and Furones, good job on the questions and the follow-ups. The only thing I would have added was, he has this attitude that he's going to do it again. And if that's not a signal to the Dolphins, draft a quarterback, find a future, you have no future with Tua Tagovailoa. And I'm the Tua guy. Tua Tagovailoa just told you that he eventually is dead in the water. Okay? History in the archives. Why? Because this is how he's going to play. Reckless and irresponsible. And by the way, some of the decisions he's making on the field are reckless and irresponsible with the arm and with his head. And he has shown you the level of ignorance that's disturbing. Because the only follow-up I would have had is, Tua, you listened to Dan Marino's advice about pick a guy and let it fly. I think you may want to go look at the lowlights of Dan Marino throwing an interception. He never chases the offensive player or the defensive player, I'm sorry. Never. He's not trying to tackle anybody. Peyton Manning's not trying to tackle anybody. And then he's going to say something stupid like, well, that's them and that's not me and I'm going to play the way I play. And that's ignorant. Because, yes, that's what I want you to do. I don't want Peyton Manning trying to tackle somebody after he threw an interception. I don't want Tom Brady or Dan Marino or Tua Tagovailoa or Joe Montana or Bob Greasy or anybody, a real franchise quarterback. I don't want them tackling anybody. I'm good with it. Is it the Super Bowl, the last play of the game? Okay, dude, I get it. You're trying to save the damn game, and you got to do anything. John Elway, helicopter. Okay. It's the damn Super Bowl. You're John Elway. You got to go helicopter. You go helicopter. It's the Super Bowl. It's week 2. Do I need you to go helicopter? No, John. No, I don't need you to go helicopter. The message was sent loud and clear. TUA Tagovailoa does not have a long shelf life with the Miami Dolphins. He refuses to play responsibly. He refuses to get rid of the football. He proved it twice this past week. He doesn't learn. He refuses not to tackle. He refuses not to dive head first. He refuses to slide like a baseball player. He thinks he's Pete Rose. He thinks he's a football player. So, message sent loud and clear. You gave the guy the contract and you screwed up. This is all hindsight now. I get it. You had to pay him. But now you have to realize, oh, shit, we screwed up. This kid will not take care of himself, so he doesn't have the body to last. So he wants to cash checks. His body, no, he wants to write checks. His body can't cash. You know that, and I know that. He's not Cam Newton, bro. He just cannot take punishment. And somehow he thinks he can deliver it. Dude, you folded like a cheap tent on DeMar Hamlin. What the hell do you think you are, Tua? Bro, DeMar Hamlin weighs 195 pounds soaking wet, and you folded like a goddamn accordion when you ran into him. And you think you're a football player? Your ass should be walking around with a sticker that says, handle with care, fragile. And you don't get it. You don't get it. Ignorance is a bliss. The guy has proven it over and over and over and over again. I love him. I believe in him as a passer, but as a human being, he cannot make healthy decisions. He refuses to make healthy decisions. He makes it sound like it's his responsibility to chase down defenders. No, it's not, dude. No, it's not. I've never sat there I'm 58 years old. I have never sat there watching a football game demanding my quarterback go chase down a defender. Never in my life have I ever said that. Marino, what are you thinking? Woodley, what are you thinking? Don Strock, what are you thinking? Jay Fiedler, what are you thinking? Jay Cutler, what do you go chase that? No, dude, no. You're the starting quarterback. No. You screwed up. Let those other guys make up for it. If they can find them, if they can stop them, great. If they don't, fantastic. I don't need your goofy ass, which, by the way, most quarterbacks are goofy. They're not real football players. Okay? So they're all goofy in that sense. They don't know how to tackle. They don't know how to fall. I mean, the guy had to go learn how to fall. I mean, Jesus. Come on, dude. So, message sent loud and clear by TUA Tagovailoa to the owner, to the president, the front office, to his teammates. I will not play responsibly. I will be irresponsible. I am not going to take care of myself. You can no longer rely on me. That's what Tua just said that yesterday. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am not reliable. I'm unreliable because I I intend to make irresponsible decisions, and that's why I will be unreliable moving forward. I will hold on to the ball. I will dive head first. I will tackle people. I will do everything in my power to put my body at risk, when that's not what the job of a quarterback is. The general is not on the front lines. Last time I checked. The president's not on the front lines. Last time I checked. Usually the leader is not really doing the grunt work. But somehow or another, he thinks he's a grunt. He doesn't see that he's a CEO. Hey, I've got my managers. I've got my employees. They can make up for some of my mistakes. They can do some of the dirty work. I've already done that dirty work. I climbed up to the top. Now I've got to lead everybody. I've got to be here to use my mind to lead them from my experiences. That's what you do, right? And that's what a quarterback is. A guy that works with his arm and his mind. He refuses. He's thinking with his ass. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you the message loud and clear. Loud and clear. You got, now it's Miami Dolphins. You now have to make up for this now. You have to find a way to get a quarterback for the future, not just a stopgap. If I get it, if you're in the draft position and there isn't somebody worthy of it, then you got to go find an experienced guy then. But you better have a real quarterback ready to go. And if you have to, and by the way, you're in a position where if you have to go get an experienced guy, guess what you have to do? You're going to end up overpaying because they know you have to overpay. You have no leverage either on top of this. So you can't go cheap, and you may have to cut somebody in order to have that person on your roster. And if you have to do that, you have to do that. But message was sent loud and clear.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.